Hey guys, welcome to another ServerMiner plugin tutorial. I'm your host LCGym007 and today we're looking at the treasure plugin. So as the name would suggest, this plugin allows you to find these very cool treasure chests hidden around, and inside them there might be some good loot. And then if you were to try and loot them again, you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can do that. You can have a nice particle effect and hologram, and they're very easy to customize. Overall, a really fantastic plugin. So first of all, let's look at some commands. If you do /treasure chest and then give, followed by tracker and then my name. So as you can see here, this compass is a treasure tracker and it shows a distance above the bar at the bottom, and it's going to indicate the direction you need to go in order to find the closest bit of treasure, and as you can see it is this one over here. Now I'm going to place the chest down here and we are going to make a brand new bit of treasure. So if we do /treasure chest and then setup, this is where we can either edit an existing one as you can see here, or we could delete it, or we could create a brand new one. So click create new, and then up at the top we're going to call this one ServerMiner, like so. And then do you want to have a permission set for this one, yes or no? Set cooldown, so this is going to be in seconds, the other one's 20 seconds, we could do maybe 30 seconds for this one. And then set size, so that's how many rows, make sure it is a multiple of 9, so we could do 36 for example. And then set effects, so if we hit Q we can toggle that on and off, and if we left click we can go through all the different options. Let's do sphere for this one, and then we have set items. Obviously this is the most important bit, so you can pop these in here like so, hit save, and those are going to be the items that you get once you find it. Set locations, so left click to edit, and then we are going to hit this chest, that's where the location is going to be, and then push back. So if the treasure is not ready yet, you've already looted it, how far do you want it to push you back? Let's do 5, let's set the maximum. And then hologram, do we want that yes or no? We can hit Q to toggle that on. If we left click, we can edit it. So this one is a little glitched out, so we can remove this by hitting Q, and then we could change the height if we wanted to, left and right click this to move it up and down, and then we could also add a new line, left click to edit, something like that, and hit save. And then obviously you can double check everything looks good here, and if you're happy with that you can hit save, and then you can see it looks pretty ugly like that. There's no particle effect yet, so if we do /treasure chest and then reload, there we go, that's going to be our sphere particle effect. That looks pretty interesting. You can't really read the writing, so we might need to move that. And as you can see, we get our 4 items that we put in there, and then if we try and loot it again, we get absolutely thrown back. It says you need to wait 20 seconds before opening it again. So that's how it works in game. As you can see, it's super easy to customize and create more of these treasure chests. And here we are in the plugins folder, in the MC Treasure folder. So if we go into the config first of all with Notepad++, you can see we've got different aliases for using commands up at the top. And then if we scroll down, you can see it uses decent holograms or fancy holograms. That's what I was using with this. Then we have the treasure tracker, and then how that looks in-game, and then all the particle effects that you can choose from. Then we have the GUIs.yml, so this is just how everything is going to look in the menus. I wouldn't bother changing this, it looks very nice. Then we have the messages.yml, this is just everything that's going to appear in chat and the prefix. And then finally the treasures.yml, so this is going to save any treasure chests that you created, the location and all the information you set about them. So overall, not too much to really edit in the config file. Here we are on the spigot page, you can see it's updated from 1.18 to 1.21, and if we scroll down we've got some nice GIFs here. If you have any problems with it, you can head over to Discord for support. But if you need a server to host it on, check out ServerMiner.com for the best and cheapest hosting around. That's it for me. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next time.